I mispronounced that one. Try to pronounce the one in French. You're not cursed. I hope I'm not. Houston? This is how you pronounce it? Allonger la syllabe. Oh, really? What? R. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, you saw it on the title. Oh, finally say you saw it. On the title, I will be going through your comments on my recent posts in which I ask you for your help to point out what kind of words I'm mispronouncing. The goal of this video is to make you laugh more than anything. Obviously, there is this improvement that I want to have because I feel like I'm at a point in my English learning in which I really want to erase some of my mispronunciation. As you can see, I'm having a hard time already. Let's go. We're gonna start with my own things that I noticed from my videos. I saw, and I keep saying I saw, and I do not know why. I do believe it's because British say it like this, and I probably heard it a lot. But it's I saw, whatever. And then there's sauce. And I don't know, maybe I mispronounced it. In one of my recent videos, you guys pointed out a lot in the comments. You're like, it's fun the way you pronounce sauce and all. And like, I don't know, because to me, sauce, maybe I'm pronouncing it right now. I think it's a French word. Sauce, la sauce. I do believe you stole it from us. I don't know how I'm saying it in my videos. Maybe it's sauce, maybe it's sauce. The sauce, maybe I say the sauce because it's sauce in French. So maybe it's the same as saw, it's sauce. I don't know. Okay, let's go through the post. A lot of very kind words. Thank you very much. I would like to hear you say squirrel. Yeah, so squirrely squirrel, squirreling, all about the most squirrelity squirrel kingdom. My favorite word that I've heard you mispronounce over the years is sauce, but I really enjoy your pronunciation of it.
Sauce.
Oh, I think I got it right. It's sauce, like I saw sauce. Okay, yeah. Heard you mispronounce Mikey on your shirt in your last video. It is, the only reason is because I do not like to say Mickey. It doesn't sound great. So I say Mikey because Mike, you know, Mikey, and Mickey sounds too dumb. Like Mickey Mouse? No, like Mikey Mouse. Well, it sounds better, Mikey Mouse, you know. This is why I pronounce it like that. I knew it's wrong, and well, so Mickey. Squirrel. I'm not even I'm pretty sure I'm getting that right, squirrel. It's in one syllable. I heard one of my patrons say one day, you have to say it in one syllable. Try to pronounce the one in French. Écureuil. Écureuil. It's actually hard to write it too. Sometimes I get it wrong because I never know if it's... First of all, I'm sure I have an upstate New York accent, so others may pronounce things differently. Yeah, there's that too. Also, I'm being somewhat picky. Your speech is very understandable. Thank you. But since you ask, here are a few from your last video. Wonderful. Just enunciate the 3 syllables. Wonderful. It's wonderful. Wonderful. Just enunciate. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Maybe I'm eating it. Wonderful. It's wonderful. Maybe I should pronounce the D. Because, you know, the American accent eats a lot of letters. And I think I'm just sometimes, as I'm not sure. Sure. Do you say sure or sure? I hear both and I never know. It's like either or either. I'm like, which one am I supposed to say? Anyway, when I don't know when I'm not sure how to pronounce a word, usually I'm gonna go with like what it's most common, eating the syllables. So maybe I should pronounce the D. Wonderful, I guess. Saw. So yeah, I guess this is the one. Saw. Let me just check.
Saw.
Yeah, saw. And I keep saying so. It's probably because it is a British.
Saw.
Yeah, this is why it's the British bucket. Oh yeah, like bucket list. Bucket. Bucket.
Bucket.
Bucket. Oh, okay, bucket. Beginning? Beginning?
Beginning.
B. Yeah, of course. But you guys, this is a problem with English. You don't have just one pronunciation for the letters. Like E will usually be E, but sometimes it will be like French, it will be A. And that's probably why I'm saying beginning and not beginning.
Beginning.
Beginning. Lincoln. Oh yeah, it's you don't pronounce the N or something like that. Lincoln. I actually started watching the movie Lincoln yesterday. I watched the first 30 minutes. It's not on Netflix, so I watched it on a illegal website. Cool, fine. But they don't have the subtitles, and I couldn't find the subtitles. So after 30 minutes, I just stopped watching it because I could not really get what they were saying. It's a lot of political talk, and I'm like, I'm lost. So I'm gonna have to find a subtitle version of it. So I don't know, they don't have the Lincoln one on my app. I can always go to Google, try it, and even though it's not the best, but it does the job sometimes.
Lincoln.
Oh yeah, okay. You don't pronounce the N. Why? Oh, curious? Curious? That's a word that I mispronounce? Okay. Weird.
Curious.
Curious? It does sound the same to me.
Curious.
Curious? Maybe like more curious. Different? Different? I mispronounced that one. I do? Oh, really?
Different.
Different? Maybe I don't pronounce the T at the end. Different? Because different in French is différent, which is almost the same. So maybe I'm just taking too much time when I pronounce the word like I do in French. Different. It is so like you almost don't almost. This is another one. You say most, so maybe almost, but I'm not sure about that.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. Okay. It's a very little tiny, you know, like mispronunciation sometimes. It can change the whole word, yeah, so the whole pronunciation of the word, and that's when people notice it, and that's when I don't like it. Showed? Oh, showed or something like that. Oh, there's no pronunciation on my app. So we're gonna go with Google Try, but she has a British accent, so.
Showed.
Showed? Yeah, I wouldn't know what's the pronunciation with the American accent. Whitney Houston. So, yeah, it's because on dit tout en français de toute manière. On dit Whitney Houston in French. I mean, we hear a lot of different versions. So I actually don't even know. I would say Whitney Houston? Whitney Houston? Well, it's the name of the city, so how do you pronounce this city? I heard it yesterday.
Houston.
Houston? This is how you pronounce it? Houston? But it's an O and a U. Woo, say Houston. Oh, wow. I'm sure I heard it before, but I never noticed it. Houston. Okay, so Whitney Houston, I guess. Oh, wow, this is, yeah, this is quite different from what I was saying. Okay, this is a bit embarrassing. I don't like to mispronounce people's name because I feel like it can be seen as disrespect, even though usually it's not. You just don't know how to pronounce it. I mean, for years I thought Murray was a name that did not exist in English, and it was Mary, and you only have Mary as a Mary name in the English word. But turns out some people are actually called Murray too, like the name Murray exists. But for years I presented myself in English like, hi, I'm Mary. So now I'm Mary. I try to kind of say nowadays I'm Murray, and then some of my friends call me Murray, but most of them call me Mary, and for me there is no difference, because for me Mary is just the anglicism of Murray. Well, they're the same name obviously, and at the same time they're different. Yeah, so a lot of you guys actually did not help. Well, you were kind with your comments and all that, but relationship, I'm saying relationship?
Relationship.
Am I saying it wrong? Relationship?
Relationship.
You emphasize on the second relationship. Oh, maybe I emphasize on the first one. Relationship. It's like delicious. I say delicious, but it's delicious. And I'm saying delicious because this is how I pronounce it in French. I can't help but being impacted by my own native language, especially when our two languages have so much words in common. Like sometimes they're actually written the exact same way, but they're obviously pronounced quite differently. But that doesn't help, because even though I am quite always thinking in English, dreaming in English, working in English, I think I still have, obviously, you know, I was born and grew up, and then grew up, and then I'm living in France, so it's still in the back of my mind, you know, this French mindsets, I guess. You say you're a very curious person, but pronounce it as curse. Do you mean full language or someone said they do me? You're not cursed. I hope I'm not. Okay, so
Curious.
you see, that's the problem. To me, it sounds the same. Curious. I don't. Sometimes I just don't hear the difference between what I'm saying and what that guy is saying. So I won't take part in watering down a lovely French accent. Yeah, I know the French have a hard time with the sound. Yeah, it does not exist in the French language. It's actually very, very weird for me to put my tongue here. No, you know, and say the. That's not natural and it's weird, but you use it a lot. Croissant? Croissant. Oh, I want one now. So you know the thing with the this was hard. It's not that I cannot do it. It's that it's not natural, and it is definitely the most unnatural sound I have to make with my mouth that I'm not used to in any languages I'm speaking, you know, Spanish, Japanese, Korean, French, English. The TH in English is, for me, the weirdest, most unnatural and difficult, not difficult to pronounce, but difficult to put in the sentences. You know, when I'm talking, I'm usually talking too fast, like I do in real languages. And so it's hard for my mouth to be like, oh yeah, this is a moment I need to do a TH sound. And I'm like, yeah, but my tongue is like, nope, I can do that right now. Si mes fautes en français ne te gênent pas, tes petites fautes en anglais ne me gênent point. Quand tu prononces le R en français plusieurs fois en succession, ça ne te fait pas mal à la gorge? Nah. Yeah, I guess R in French will probably be the most unnatural sound you guys will have to make as English speaker, I guess. Speakers? Maybe. Connecticut. I don't know why you put a C in the middle of that word, but you're not pronouncing it. Connecticut it needs to be, but no, Connecticut. I mean, it actually sounds better to say Connecticut, but I don't like it. Chicago, I never know how to say Chicago. I'm not even going to try. It's Tucson for Tucson. It probably said before. Yeah, it's Tucson. Marines. Oh, Marines. Yeah, I think now I'm saying it right because I watched a lot of NCIS episodes. Marines. Deluxe. I don't know how to pronounce that one.
Deluxe.
Oh, okay. Deluxe. I got it right. Beach. Yeah, I always try to really allonger cette syllabe. Beach, so I'm not saying obviously. Which, you know, it's a bad word now, but it's not. Technically, it's a noun for the female of the dog. So I always try to really allonger la syllabe. Beach. You know, I'm going to beach, so I don't sound like I'm saying a bad word. Oh, rural? Rural? That's it. See, so this word, we have it in French, rural. It means the same thing, but
Rural.
yeah, rural, like completely different pronunciation. Jewelry, jewelry. Yeah, Jew. So Jews, Jew. So jewelry, I guess. Yeah, so it makes sense. I'm building connections here. It's what I need. Interesting. I will go to the list my friend made. Rarely. Is that rural? Rarely, I guess?
Rarely.
I guess I got it right. Rarely, right? Rarely. Caught. Okay, let's just take out caught just to be sure.
Caught.
Caught. Probably was saying coat. It's coat. Medley. I never know this one. Medley. Oh, okay, medley. On. Yes, this one is because really I've heard so many different pronunciations for that one. People saying on, people saying own. It's a bit weird for me. Pedestrians. So you emphasize the second one.
Pedestrian.
This is hard. Pedestrian. Okay. Would. I guess you don't say the L. Could. Yeah. Okay. Country. I'm mispronouncing that one. Country. Oh. Oh. Really? What? Wait.
Country.
Oh, it's country. It's not country. Because it's, you say county, or you say what?
County.
Okay, but you say...
Country.
Why? That doesn't make sense. Like, it's almost the same word, but... Okay, country. Country?
Country.
Okay, country. Develop? Develop?
Develop.
Oh, develop. Oh,
Develop.
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 Okay, yeah, develop. Oh, you're actually pronouncing each syllable, which is rare in English. Develop. You're not eating the word. Big, bigger? Big. I guess it's like big and not big. That's French accent.
Big.
I don't know, big? Big? Oh, okay. Vanilla. 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 Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Vanilla. I never... It's because you have two L's. And in French, when you put two L's, it ends up being yeah. But you, it's just la. It doesn't change anything. So why would you put two L?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. I'm having a headache. Believing, I guess. I don't have any pronunciation for that one. Maillot. That's a French word. I'm not even gonna try to say it in English. Maillot. Specific? Oh yeah, I guess it's a problem of which syllable you're gonna emphasize. Again, it's always about that.
Specific.
Specific. Oh, I guess this is the second one.
Specific.
I don't even know. Specific? Fascinating?
Fascinating.
Fascinating. Fascinating? Fascinating.
Fascinating.
I guess you emphasize the first one. But you know, this is a problem. I'm not gonna remember everything that I'm learning or hear. I'm definitely going to mispronounce again some of those words, unfortunately. Because this is what I like when I'm talking with an American and he's or she's correcting me at the moment I'm doing the mistakes of pronunciation. This is when I learn because it's on the spot. Right now, I'm getting aware of those mispronunciations, but it's gonna be hard for my brain to actually think about it when I'm gonna use one of those. But yeah. Vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Really? Wow. Vocabulary. Wow. I had no idea about that one. And beginning.
Beginning.
Beginning. Yeah. Oh, see, I already forgot about that one. Beginning. Okay. That's a lot. It's a lot of mispronunciation I'm doing. I have a big headache now. It is interesting to go through that, you know, to finally, like, I was surprised more than once for some words that I really didn't think I was mispronouncing. So thank you very much for that. But the problem is sometimes people are gonna say, yeah, this is how you pronounce it. You know, so you've been mispronouncing this and that. And then literally 5 seconds later, I'm hearing someone on the street pronouncing it differently. And I'm like, how I'm supposed to say it? It's not a mispronunciation anymore. It's a question of different accents. But that is another, it's another problem. I mean, so it's not a problem, it's another thing. I am gonna try my best to not mispronounce those words anymore. But yeah, I'm not making a promise about that. I know it's gonna take more time anyway, and I mean, you know, my main problem is I live in France, and even though I do everything in English, I don't actually interact with English people, American people, on a daily basis by text, okay, but not by talking. So this is why it's so hard for me to get better at it, because I do listen to the radio and to series and shows in the background, so you know, the American accent is still somewhere and my brain can pick up some stuff, you know, like not unconsciously, but without me having to be focused on that. But I am pretty sure you heard me mispronounce words while I was doing this video, so just for fun, go ahead, point it out in the comments. It's gonna be fun for me to read those comments. That was fun to do. I do have a headache now, so I'm definitely gonna have to drink some water and meditate for some time. But it was interesting. So thank you very much for commenting on that post. Thank you, Danny, for making that list. Yeah, I hope you had a good laugh out of it. Bye bye.